About 8:34 now, 39 degrees, and I am joined by the great technology. Oh, I got a little echo there too. Hey, Hutch, how's it going?
Good morning. It's going good.
I wonder if you could turn your speaker down just a little bit.
I
I
sure
hear my
can.
echo. That will not confuse there. As long as you can still hear me.
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go through that anyways. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening with LCO schools. We're looking at March coming up this week and the end of the third quarter. How are things going and what are the plans?
Well, this is something I never expected to talk about on February 27th, but we're boiling sap this week. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, we've got some high school classes and some middle school classes headed out to Sugar Bush, and our elementary students in our outdoor skills class are doing some boils. I think we just got a more portable evaporator, so we're cooking with wood fire, I guess.
Yeah,
But
is that happening
yeah,
out at the ball fields or back here at the school campus?
we're processing here back at the school. So we're
Okay,
collecting at the ball fields, but then everything is here. We have a outdoor classroom now. We've got a wigwam out there. We've got firewood stacked up. We've kind of invested some time and energy in the last couple years in being able to be more self-contained on campus, so we don't
yeah,
have to transport kids back and forth. So that's what's happening on February 22nd or 27th, which is not in my time that I've been here has happened, but that's where we're at. Yeah, we also we're at the midpoint of the third quarter, so we have parent teacher conferences tomorrow. So that will be our progress report
oh,
for the third quarter. Parents
okay,
are invited to come in from 2 to 5:30. We also have a parent engagement survey that we're going to have available. Every year we have a needs assessment process that takes place. We survey our staff and students and parents, look at data and all kinds of other variables. But that survey for parents will be available tomorrow night for parent-teacher conferences, and we are having a drawing for 2 Walmart gift cards, $25 gift cards. So anybody that comes in, parents that come in and give us their input could be entered to win. That's kind of a bonus.
incentive, yeah.
Yeah, and there'll be cookies, which always help. Yeah,
Cookie.
right. Cookies and a chance to win a gift card. All you have to do is tell us your opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's tomorrow. And then we've got kind of a long stretch until the end of March. We do have a couple important things happening this month. We have it's a pretty big deal. It's the BIE standardized assessment, which is our version of public schools have to take the state forward exam. Some people might be familiar with that. That happens in the spring. This is the BIE's version of that. The BIE standardized assessment assesses reading and math, grades 3 through 8 and 11. And that's going to be taking place right before our spring break at the end of March. We're going to be sending out some more information about that. That will be LCO and Waduka students 3rd through 8th grade and 11th grade. So that's something that we're preparing for, doing some test prep and pre-tests just to give
Sure.
students kind of a handle on what to expect. We're trying not to make it a super high stakes stressful situation for the kids, and really just be able to assess what they do know. But it does matter. It is something that gets reported to the Bureau. So it is something that we do have to prioritize and take seriously. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on for March, for the next few weeks at school. We're
Yeah,
wrapping up our winter sports season. Our girls and boys basketball teams
I was going to ask
are,
of course.
are
Yeah.
entering tournament time. Our boys play at Birchwood tonight. They have their first regional game. At this point in the season, it's win or go home. So we're hoping that that doesn't happen. We're also planning for our spring sports season. We have track again this year for high school. We have a bunch of track meets scheduled, some pretty big ones, indoor meets.
Okay.
And this is the first year that we are expanding to offer golf at the high school level. Our conference, the Northern Lights Conference, is adopting golf as a spring sport this year for both boys and girls, kind of as a test, as a pilot. So I think there's going to be 5 meets. It'll be boys and girls together, and it's non-competitive in the WIA. So we're not going to like qualify for the state tournament or anything, but it's kind of an opportunity for kids to try it out in a not super competitive platform.
Sure.
So that's kind of exciting.
And Big Fish will be the home course, I'm assuming.
Correct. Yep. Practice starts, I believe, the 28th of March or the 22nd of March, something like that. Though, I've heard courses are opening up all over the place, which, again, it's crazy.
Well, they can start practicing at the indoor course there.
The simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty awesome.
I want to back up a little bit. We just went through the American Birkebeiner, and did you have any students or family members ski?
We had staff members ski.
Staff.
We usually have staff members ski. We also have staff members that volunteer at the, various, food stands and checkpoints.
Right.
But our guidance counselor, I believe, I don't know if she did the whole Berkey or if she just did the Cordy, but she's done it a few times. One of our longtime substitutes, Jim Anderson, lives up in Cable, and I'm not sure if he still skis, but I know he volunteers. So there's definitely some staff that are participate in that, and then some of our students, together with the Boys and Girls Club, the Images group, they volunteer for the Berkey. So yeah, it's. I've been asked.
Fan at the Berkey, and I knew they were up there doing some volunteering. So kudos to the Boys and Girls Club getting those kids involved.
I've had a couple people ask me, if you don't have kids that ski and you don't have staff that, like, why do you close? And the reality is, the reason why we close is when the city of Hayward shuts down, when the Hayward Public School shuts down. It's very difficult for our school to maintain functioning, to get buses where they need to go, to have staff who, likely have kids that aren't in school. Just in a typical year, just even trying to get through Hayward is a challenge. We have buses that go north of town and south of town and all over the place. So that's really the reason why. It's because our communities are so interconnected. And we do have, in any given year, we do have, little kids that ski the Barnaberkey and and do those things. So it's a nice midwinter pause in action for our students and our staff. Though there were still a lot of people that were here working, getting things done over the break. But it's nice that it was actually nice weather for a change.
Yeah, an early spring. In fact, spring break comes up at the end of March, and I feel like we've already had our spring break.
I know, isn't it? I know. But it is. I heard there's snow coming tonight. My kids are asking if there's going to be a snow day, which I've assured them there's no snow day tomorrow. It's not happening. But there will be snow. It sounds like there will be a little bit of an inch. I know. If we were Texas, that would be a snow day. But.
Oh, yeah. And in Tennessee, they would shut down.
Everybody panics. We can handle it. We're tough. Yeah. I was thinking about that this morning. In any given year, usually by about this time, by mid-March, elementary teachers are pulling their hair out because, they're trying to find snow pants without holes in them. And everybody's lost their boots and their mittens and their hats and all of the things. And I haven't been able to check in, but I wonder if it's a different problem because we just haven't had the, normally we're going through sleds on the sledding hill and, needing backup winter gear, and it's just been a different kind of a year this year.
Yep, it has. Well, that, like you said, March is going to be kind of a long stretch of just day after day school happening, and get past the parent-teacher conferences tomorrow, and there's a powwow as well tomorrow, right?
Actually, there was a powwow that was scheduled. I'm glad that you brought that up. We're actually postponing that until March. We have a lot of elemental staff that help us pull off the powwow that are either going to be not in the building tomorrow morning or have other responsibilities tomorrow. So, so the powwow that was scheduled on the calendar for tomorrow morning will actually be on the 27th of March, which will be the day that we go into our spring break. So it'll be a good way to end the month and kind of jump into April.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 27th of March. I'm looking at the date here, and it's like today's the 27th, but it's
Yeah,
never mind. I'm
it doesn't
confused.
line up that way usually, but this year it does.
Pay no attention to the man behind the microphone. Oh, well, great. Anything else? Or we think we covered it, right? For
We're still moving forward, making plans for the summer as far as the HVAC
oh yeah,
overhaul. We've started to kind of get a little bit of packing done and boxing things up. But I did just want to remind parents that this summer we will not be having summer school for kindergarten through middle school. For elementary and middle school, there probably will be a high school credit recovery. We won't provide transportation or food service or much of
okay,
anything other than the summer school. But that's something that I just want to make sure that people know of as early as possible, because that is a support that we offer our community that is a big part of what we do here, but we're just unfortunately not able to be in a position to do it this year.
right. Yep,
But yeah, that's kind of
understandable.
what we're working on for the summer at this point, because we have not had any snow days. We are thinking that we'll have an earlier exit from school this year than we have originally scheduled, just to be able to get that HVAC project underway, but we're still holding off that final decision probably until mid-March.
Sure.
But ideally, our students would be done for the school year on the 24th of May, which is the day before graduation, and then we would have graduation on Friday. Our staff would come back for one day after Memorial Day, and then, sorry, my phone's ringing. And then our staff would be released for the summer on the 28th, and that would give, the HVAC project about another 4 days
Yeah.
of a head start to get moving.
Okay. Well, we'll check back with you in mid-March, and you can give us more of a better update for spring
Yeah,
break.
we'll have an answer by then for sure.
Yeah. All right, Jessica. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
No problem. You have a good rest of your day, sir.
You as well. Thank you,
Bye bye.
Jessica Hutch from the